Hello there and welcome to the StoneX Stadium in North London, the home of Saracens, but today it's going to be home to more Papa John's Community Cup winners, and we're starting off today's proceedings with the Papa John's Men's Counties 3 and 4 South Plate Final. And the Harlequins amateur side looking to disrupt the old Patesians party. Well, their front row consists of club captain Harry Stark at the tight head with David Lowe and Tommy Darcy alongside him, Jamie Hutchins and Chris Addis, that engine room of the Quins scrum. Jack Pearce, Aaron Hall and Dean Oliver all working behind them in the back row. George Jacks and Jason Edmonds, the half-back pairing with Ryan Brewer, Will Wood, Aaron Addis, Sean Oliver and Tommy Hawthersall in the back line for them. And for the Quins amateur side is Aita Blasquez, Kiefer E. Banks, Chad Hodgson, Toby Whittaker, Sean Gorman, Seb Turner and Paul Hibbert. Well, the rain has started to hold up a little bit. We're into a light drizzle now. It was getting so heavy in the warm-ups here, Rocky, that we can actually hear the rain above us on the corrugated steel on the top of the stand. Do you think if the conditions do worsen, it would change the style of the game and change the approach for both teams?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, when you're playing a final, when you're playing any game, you need to be adaptable and play the conditions. If it gets worse, they're going to have to tighten up.
And speaking of the teams, here they come out onto this StoneX Stadium pitch in front of the adoring fans that have come. They've travelled all the way here in North London to cheer them on, to hopefully cheer them to victory. Quins amateurs on the left-hand side of your screen and the old Pats on the right-hand side of your screen, respectively. And we are underway at the StoneX Stadium. George Jacks gets us started for the Quins amateur side. Well, the silence of the StoneX as Sean Oliver was stepping up to take that kick is met with jubilations of the Quins amateur side because the deadlock is broken. It's Old Patesians 0, Harlequins amateurs 3 in this Papa John's Men's Counties 3 and 4 South Plate final. They can't afford to give up possession again. They've worked too hard to get back here. A man down as well, we might add. They are on a surge forward, on a charge forward, but the ball is out and diving straight on it. Chris Addis has claimed that ball for the Quins amateur side. The coaching staff on the sideline here for the Quins side, desperately trying to shout, convey the message, get it off the pitch. And that's exactly what Edmonds does. He goes to kick it down the edge of the pitch, but instead, Ollie French, with a little bit of space in front of him, tries to invite his fellow winger into the fray. Fenley was trying to round that Quins defence, but ultimately it's come to nothing for the old Pats, and surging through the middle of the ruck, Dean Oliver. Oliver's in a bit of space with one more man outside him now. Sean Oliver is in acres of space, hurtling away from the defence. Is Oliver going to get in for the Quins? It's the first try of the game. It's the first try for Quins. And that's a huge blow against the old Pats, who had all the momentum but just a moment ago. And what a way to announce yourself in this fixture. Sean Oliver, he's scored all the points so far for Quins. And him and his brother linking up, Dean and Sean, the Oliver family will be happy with that in this final, Rocky. This kick, it will potentially take us into half-time. Bearing in mind our clock is not synced up with the referee's wrist.
So those players just starting to cramp up now. And we used to have this thing where you'd have to like swill pickle juice, and it was horrible.
Huge break coming through for Toby Whittaker now. Somehow he's got the ball and he's scored for the Quins. He's extended the lead at a crucial moment. Out of nowhere, Toby Whittaker has pounced on the loose ball and he's made old Pats pay. So Jacques will now step up to take the kicks at goal for the Quins side rather than Sean Oliver. So let's see if he's any more successful, because the wind is really starting to pick up now and we're right on that far side, so it's an even more challenging kick. And it's good. The distance was healthy, the aim was precise, and George Jacks has added the extra 2 points for the Harlequins side. The score now reads Old Patesians 7, Harlequins Amateurs 17. And now Fenley will run it straight back at the Quins side. He runs straight into Whitaker, who's gone to hold him up. The ball bobbling around, everyone coming away with it. Paul Hibbert, Hibbert surely for the corner for Quins on his 149th cap. The biggest comeback that we've seen in some of these finals look to be on. Because it's full time here at the StoneX Stadium, and the Papa John's Men's Counties 3 and 4 South Plate Final champions are the Harlequins amateurs. They have defeated Old Patesians here at the StoneX Stadium. Just when we thought the Old Pats had come back into this fixture, just when we thought there could be a major upset here in North London, the Quins amateurs crown themselves as the South Plate Final champions in Counties 3 and 4.
Really, really well done. Harlequins amateurs, well done. Great finish by them, and what a fitting way to see second team captain Paul Hibbert go over in the corner. All smiles round. Brilliant start to the day. What an exciting day it's going to be for those guys.
And we can see Luke Povey, the head coach, being lifted into the air on the shoulders of the Quins players. The celebrations have certainly begun for that side, who will surely be partying long into the rest of the day. And he was important to ensure that Quins came away victorious in this fixture as they step up to start receiving their medals. It's Georges Jacques actually that leads them forward to collect their medals. And hopefully the professional side will also congratulate them on social media for this achievement. Of course, they do have a very close relationship with each other, and some special other mentions that need to be said for the Harlequins amateur side. Luke Povey, their head coach, James Somerset, the assistant coach, James Welsh, the other assistant coach, and Martin Whitney, their physio, all supporting and volunteering at the club to get them to this position. You can see Harry Stark getting the picture done with the plate, and you can tell all he wants to do with that smile is he wants to get a beer in hand, his teammates around the other arm that's free, and celebrate becoming champions here today at the StoneX Stadium, the home of Saracens. It's the home of more champions here today, and it's your Quins amateur side that are your Papa John's Men's Counties 3 and 4 South Plate Final champions. You can see what it means to the side there, and all that's left to say at the end of this first game is thank you so much for joining in to this first match between the Old Patesians and Harlequins amateurs. Thank you to Rocky for joining me here on CoComs, and thank you for tuning in online.